What a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. On the run, it's Clements. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Caught close to the marker, it's Upshaw. He'll work his way down to the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play.
There he goes. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go with a direct snap. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Oh, they're after him. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Anderson wants to throw. He wants it all. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Coleman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The LSU Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Clements. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It's complete! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. Anderson will throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They get to him as he throws. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. So now it's second and long. The inside handoff. Now much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll try the run. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Auburn going to work with another first down. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Finds his man. It's Clements. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Clements. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's why you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 4.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Anderson wants to throw. Got the back over the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Toss to the outside. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, your running back, he gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception. To the air on first down. They're working that left side, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kick is in the air. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Anderson will throw. The short hands, it's Upshaw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're setting up the screen. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense will quickly use a timeout. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I got to stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
It's Rojas. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. On the ground, it's Clements. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Allen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the...
He's got it. 1st down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Finds a man in the middle. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Floats it out in space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Anderson wants to throw. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking for space. It's Clements.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. It's Jones. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davidson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag.
Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Rojas. Quickly complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, down a throw. Makes the grab.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Final minute now of the third quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. He unleashes a long one. Fires into traffic, intercepted. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Snap it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. From the shotgun, the inside give. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense as he's knocked down immediately. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Anderson will throw. Spits it out to the back. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll try to power it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ali. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the fourth quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.